She does not want anything to do with me.
That's not true. She just wants to know you still want something to do with her. You need to pull that girl to the side.
Yeah. What's she doing now?
She took some art pillows? Oh, good idea.
She's gonna block the walkway.
I really love Harrison and Destiny, and I'm heartbroken in regards what the producers are trying to do with them. I hate the fact that they're using them as toys. They're playing with people's emotions just because they want ratings, which doesn't make sense. They need to be aware that these are human beings they're dealing with. People have a connection, allow them to work on it. You don't need to always have every relationship become toxic. And I don't get why Anna keeps giving us stress with her coupling and recoupling and coupling and recoupling relationship with Leo. Leo has moved on. She told Leo she doesn't want to speak to him. That's fine. He's moved on. He's trying something else. She needs to move on and try something new and leave him alone. I don't get why she keeps bothering that poor man. But anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island USA, Season 5, Episode 12. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. So the islanders sort of say goodbye to Kenan and KK because they're going to the hideaway. They get to the hideaway. They're ecstatic. But Kenan is still nervous. I think he's worried about the cameras and what's going to happen with the cameras playing. And KK is trying to sort of get him on board into just, going along with her, and sort of, I think she knows that the producers would never show them doing something intimate, so she's trying to get him on board. They take a look at what's inside, they play with the toys, and eventually they get busy, and we are shown the bed shaking, and I don't know why we needed to see that, but hey, that's what we saw. And I don't know, I said this before, I said KK and Kenan's relationship, I don't think it's as strong as they make out, and I don't think having sex will help in any way. I think they should have worked. If nothing else, the Mr. and Mrs. Game showed them that they are not communicating very well. They are not really going in depth, and maybe this is what they should have been working on instead of becoming physically intimate, but hey, that's them. And then you have Anna and Leo. If I hear of their breakup one more time, I'm going to scream. I said, it's like we're in a divorce and we have people fighting to say who gets custody of us. And we've got Anna fighting to keep Marco and Hannah on her side. And then Leo's got Destiny on his side. And it's just like, why do we need all this? When Leo broke up with Kassy, there wasn't this much of a big deal. Why is it now a big deal? Because it's Anna. There's no need for this. All this, her going to Leo complaining, why are you not talking to me? And then going to Marco and complaining to Marco and Hannah that, oh, he's not talking to me. He's been inappropriate with Kassy. And it's like, I don't know why nobody told Anna that you stole Leo from Kassy. Please keep quiet and sit down. The chickens have come home to roost. You have to deal with whatever is happening now. You need to stop annoying all of us. And then Destiny has a chat with Leo and sort of says to him, you need to make a decision of who you want. If you want Anna, then let go of Kassy. If you want Kassy, then let go of Anna. But don't be playing between both girls. It's not healthy and it's not safe in a villa with people because there's constantly going to be friction. People are going to end up taking sides, and that's not a good idea. And I like Destiny that she's, maybe she shouldn't have involved herself, but I think because she's on a friendship vibe with Leo, and it's sort of, this is why she felt, or he felt, she was the best person to speak to. And so they had this conversation. Then Kassy came through, and Destiny said, I already spoke to Leo, and I feel you and Anna need to have a conversation, because it's important that they have a conversation and discuss their beef, because otherwise everybody in the villa is going to end up taking sides, and it's not a good idea. And then Anna is now throwing a tantrum. Oh my God. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. She's being a bit too much, in the sense that she put up pillows as barriers, sort of a border, so that Leo wouldn't cross over to her side. Everybody else found it funny. Yeah, it was funny when Harrison was laughing, but I don't know how long that can go on. I wish they would stop. So Anna has a conversation with Kassy, and hopefully that's the last of it, because this is her only storyline at the moment. This is all we hear. Anna has broken up with Leo, and Kassy is the reason why Anna's broken up with Leo. We forget that Anna is the reason why Kassy broke up with Leo, and so on and so on. I am tired of it. And then you have Kenan and KK come back from the hideaway. Oh my God, TMI, too much information. Why would they tell everybody that they went the whole way? Why didn't they just sort of dance around it? I don't know. My opinion I've already expressed about Kenan and KK in the sense that I feel it's too early for them to be having sex. I think they need to spend time getting to know one another. The Mr. and Mrs. Game showed that. If nothing else, I know Destiny wouldn't be happy to go to the hideaway with Harrison, even though she really likes him. So I would have preferred Marco go with Hannah since they did better in the challenge, but that's just me. And then you have Bergie sit with his sister and have a conversation and just tell her how he's feeling. He's brokenhearted because Carmen played him. She made it seem like she wanted to couple up with him when all she wanted was to stay in the villa. We all saw this coming. I don't know why the islanders didn't see this. So she is then sort of trying to pacify him. Hannah is sort of trying to pacify him and teach him lessons and sort of tell him that this too shall pass, your person shall come, but you don't have to force it. You need to be protective over your heart, and you need to make sure that you're bringing in the right people into your life. Don't just let anyone in and allow them to do as they please. Set boundaries with people. Make sure that you're opening your heart up to people that deserve to have your heart opened to. Don't just open your heart to every Tom, Dick, and Harry because they're going to break your heart. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. And then the islanders receive a text that they are going to have a pool party, and knowing Love Island, something is going to happen. Every time there's a party, something happens. A bombshell comes in, or the host will come in. So there's no surprise here. The islanders, after receiving the message about the pool party, start playing their games, enjoying themselves, and the bombshells arrive. Emily, Jonah, and Kenzo. And for me, you can see everybody's nervous, and I don't know why they brought in 3 bombshells. I don't know why they keep bringing in so many people at the same time. I don't know why they don't space it out. Do I think anyone is outstanding? No. I think they're all superficial. They're just happy to be on the show, and they're going to say what they need to say in order to stay on the show. I did make a comment about this before when someone was saying, oh, we want Jonah with Destiny. And here is how I see it. And I said this on my tweet. These people apparently watch the islanders while they're in the villa before they go in, and they're asked who they think they're likely to be interested in. So Kenzo or Jonah is going to know all these girls from watching them. They're going to know the things that work for them in their relationships, the things that don't work for them in their relationships. Obviously, they're going to be watching the confessional, and they're going to hear what the girls are saying, which gives them an upper hand to the guys that are coupled with the girls at the moment. Because unless they have communication and they're talking about what's happening, they wouldn't know exactly what is being said. And so they arrive. You could tell Destiny was anxious. Because when the girl sat down with Emily, before she went to sit down with Emily, you see her in the background sort of giving Harrison a kiss. And then they both go their separate ways. And all the time the girls were speaking to Emily, Destiny did not say a word at all. She just kept quiet. And she only started speaking. She said a couple of words when the guys came over. But when the people... And the only thing she said, I think, was when Emily said, oh, Harrison is very good looking. He's deceivingly good looking. And that's when Destiny commented. Otherwise, she was quiet while all the other girls were asking questions, which makes me concerned because of, her coupling with Harrison and how the producers are sort of trying to bring chaos into that relationship. I don't know why they didn't allow them to just play out as they were playing out. I don't know why they felt the need to sort of create this narrative that Harrison is not interested in Destiny, Destiny is clingy, oh, Destiny is desperate for Harrison, and then now they have these confessionals. I didn't see anything wrong with Harrison's confessional when he spoke, when he was asked, what do you guys think about Emily? He said Emily has the body type of the girls that he normally likes, that he normally goes out with. That's someone expressing himself. That's a like. If you were to ask him about food, what do you like? He will tell you. I don't know why people seem to have a problem with someone expressing what they find attractive or what they like in a person. He's just expressed himself. There's nothing wrong with that. In his confessional, he said, I haven't said to Destiny we closed off. I haven't said to Destiny I'm fully committed to her. So I am still open to getting to know other people. This is what he was saying. And so I don't get, again, why people get upset and get riled up. And is it because we don't understand? Is it because we don't understand what he's saying because of his accent? Or is it just because we don't understand I don't get it. He's expressed about his type. He's expressed that he's not closed off. He's still open to getting to know new people. So what's the problem? I don't get it. And if anyone else had said that, nobody would have a problem with it. He did not say anything to meaning, in my opinion, in that interview. All he said was, I haven't committed to destiny. I haven't sort of closed myself off, so I'm still open to getting to know other people. I think the producers did this on purpose. They brought in the bombshells, wanting to sort of separate and create chaos with Destiny and Harris, because Destiny and Harris were very smooth sailing and they were not being toxic like everybody else. And so the producers have decided to bring in people to bring the toxicity. That's the impression that I get. All the other guys sort of speak to Emily. Obviously, Emily says her ex looks like Marco, so she really likes Marco, and you can tell the girls are nervous. The girls are nervous. The truth or dare game I found interesting in the sense that I found it interesting that Emily kissed Bergie. I think she decided to sort of play her cards. I think she decided to keep her cards close to her chest, and that's why she kissed Bergie, because she didn't want to reveal who she was likely targeting. And then for Jonah to kiss Hannah, it doesn't make sense given what's happened, because sorry, I'm a couple of episodes behind. It doesn't make sense because Hannah and Destiny are two totally different people, so I don't get that. And I think Harrison, obviously they chose Anna because they're comfortable with Anna. They're always joking with Anna, Destiny, and Anna and Harris, so it makes sense that they chose her for their throuple. But then also Destiny was never going to reveal the craziest place she's had sex. She's already had a conversation with Harrison and told him the things that she's willing to discuss and the things she's not willing to discuss. As I said in my previous review, she's a professional person. There are things she can say on TV and things she can't, because she won't be able to take them back. Because if she needs to go back to her job, there is a decorum that's expected of her as a microbiologist. It's different to someone who's working, in a coffee shop down the road, because you can move on to the next coffee shop. But then with a job like that, she might find it difficult to gain employment elsewhere. So I get her saying Africa, because that was just the response she gave. And part of me thinks that Harrison is not that dumb. Australia is close to Africa. He knows that Africa is not a country. I think he did that on purpose. I know I seem to be his apologist, but I think he did that on purpose. I think calling Africa a country, he did that on purpose. Because Australia and Africa are close. Well, America is further away from Africa than Australia. So he would know that Africa is not a country. And I think he did that on purpose just to sort of get the heat of Destiny. But then I could be wrong. And the challenges for me, I don't know. I don't know. I felt some type of way about it. But anyway, and then you have Harrison having a conversation with Destiny. I don't understand what the producers are after with Harrison and Destiny, because at times they show these sort of spontaneous conversations between Harrison and Destiny where they seem to be in their own little world. And then out of nowhere, they give us something that sort of throws the fans off and gets the fans riled up. And I wish they could just be consistent and stop giving us whiplash every time they decide that, okay, let's do something controversial for Destiny and Harrison. Let's do something. I didn't like that. So you have Kassy and Leo just sitting and having a conversation, because I think they've been isolated by the other islanders because of how they moved in recoupling. You then have Carmen come and sit and have a conversation with them about speaking to Kenzo and how she feels it went. And it's interesting that all the islanders, it's a bit funny that the pace, I don't know why it's being edited the way it's being edited. It's sort of throwing me off in the sense that you can't make out what is true and what is not true. The producers are over editing. What they did with the UK show is exactly what they're trying to do with the American show, and I don't get why, because I don't get what's happening between Destiny and Harrison, how it suddenly changed drastically, and it doesn't make sense. In 1 minute they're all lovey-dovey, and then the next minute there's nothing there. I don't get that. So, then Emily comes over and she says, oh, she's speaking to Marco, she loves Marco, she thinks he's everything. It's like, are we talking about the same guy or are we talking about somebody else? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense that you think Marco is it, but hey, to each their own. And so, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the bombshells, and I don't know. I wish I could jump a couple of episodes just because it's so frustrating in the sense that there are storylines that the producers are aiming for, and the storylines are not aligning with the body language from the people on the show, and they're ruining relationships just because they feel that they want to sort of put other people in the front, and they don't want the people that are sort of in what seem to be sort of well functioning relationships to be at the forefront. Because I don't get why we've got all this mayhem with Destiny and Harrison. Just the same as Kassy and Leo would have worked had Anna not stepped in. And so it seems like they're sort of creating chaos with all these relationships, breaking them apart, bringing them back together. And I don't know who told them people want to watch that. I remember how the producer, or is it the executive producer, once said that it's not a relationship show, it's a dating show, and so their goal is to make sure that the people date as many people as they want. And for me, that's not it. If people find a genuine connection and want to have something that's permanent, allow them to be. There's no need for you to continue to sort of bring all this chaos, bringing Jonah and bringing Emily and trying to force them onto Harrison and Destiny. Does not make sense to me. But anyway, I digress. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye everyone.